Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to give you a tip on how to develop your ideas within the body paragraphs of your essay. I think this is a really great strategy, especially when you feel like you can't think of anything else to say or expand on your ideas anymore. This strategy is something I learned when I was in grad school from one of my professors. Her name is Karen Rusikoff, and she presented this to us in our class, and she also presented this at many conferences all over. And so it's not my technique, I didn't make it up, but I do use it in my class, and I'm going to share how I use it here. So the technique is called FRIEDS, F-R-I-E-D-S. So that is an acronym, and whenever you're having trouble thinking of what to say in the body paragraphs of your essay, if you can just remember FRIEDS, you will be able to more easily get ideas. So the F stands for facts, the R stands for reasons, the I stands for incidents, the E is examples, and the D is details. If you can use some of those, not all of them, while you're writing your paragraphs, you are going to be more easily able to develop ideas. So let me show you how it works. So for example, let's say this is your outline, a very simple outline for a paper that you are going to write. So you have your thesis, which I'll read. It says, although running can't be a cure for everyone's health issues, it is an effective way to manage health. So let's say that's your thesis, and you already came up with 3 reasons for why this is true. And each of these reasons you are going to develop within the body of your essay. So the first reason says, one major effect running can have on people is stress release, and that directly supports the thesis, which is that running can help you manage your health. The second reason is another positive benefit that running can have on a person's health is the ability to focus, which also can help you with your health. And a final advantage of running is that it forces the runner to go outside, which can also help you manage your health. Now, let's say that's your scratch outline, but you're having trouble coming up with what you want to say in this essay. And so let's focus on the first point, the first reason. This is going to be the first body paragraph within an essay. And it says, one major effect running can have on people is stress release. So let's take that point and let's turn it into a body paragraph using FRIEDS, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this sentence, which will now become a topic sentence, okay? So the topic, this will be your topic sentence for the first body paragraph. Okay, so here it is. One major effect running can have on people is stress release. Okay, now let's say you're having a hard time coming up with ideas. Use FRIEDS. So you can think of a fact that goes to support this. You want to support this sentence. You want to expand it. You want to develop that idea. So think of a fact. Here's one. Remember, F stands for facts. So here's one. Running for at least 30 minutes 3 times each week can reduce the risk of anxiety attacks by more than 50%. So this is an example of a fact. I think it's important to say that facts are usually like statistics and numbers and things that require you to actually use a citation and explain where you got that information. But this is an example of a fact that actually supports the topic sentence. You can also use reasons. So here's an example of a reason. Running causes the release of feel-good hormones, and these hormones ultimately reduce stress by creating a calming effect. So that's a reason for why my topic sentence is true. Remember, the topic sentence is one major effect running can have on people is stress release. So all of this that we're doing is to support that. And this reason, this R, does that. Or maybe you want to use an incident. An incident kind of describes something that happens, okay? So here I say, the first time I went on a run, I experienced what many runners call a runner's high. And this can help support my idea about running causing stress release. Another, the E stands for examples. Examples I think are great, especially when you can pull from your own life. So, for example, I was experiencing a lot of dread and worry due to a change in my job. I decided to start running, and after, what does it say? And after I had read that it was a good way to reduce stress, let me start over. An example. For example, I was experiencing a lot of dread and worry due to the change in my job. I decided to start running after I had read that it was a good way to reduce stress, and as a consequence of this, I was able to sleep at night for longer periods and do my job without a tight knot in my chest. This is an example from the writer's life. So this would be a great way to develop the topic sentence. And finally, you can use details. What we mean by details is using lots of descriptive words, like using your senses like sight, hearing, smell, touch, right? Taste to describe things, or using lots of adjectives, or using personification for verbs, turning your the actions into things that humans do. So here you can see I'm developing that topic sentence, but I'm using lots of detail to do that. While I run, I focus on the cool air filling my lungs. You can feel that, right? The stories from my running partners flooding my ears. You can hear that. And the sunrise performing its show in bright yellow, orange, and red colors. You can see that. So here I'm using lots of detail to develop the idea that I'm trying to explain. So this is Frieds. Now, you don't have to use all of them: fact, reason, incident, example, detail. You can use 1, 2, 3, all of them, or you could use 5 of the same thing. The point is that if you are struggling coming up with ideas for developing what you want to say for each body paragraph, you can easily implement this strategy by remembering Frieds. All right, I hope that was helpful, and I think you should try to use it on the paper you're working on right now. Bye-bye.